announcements. Okay, we're starting.
Now arriving at East.
I could do camera work. Rocky, start. I gotta go pee.
Alright, got you. So, we're beginning now with Voyagers versus BK. And, now we're beginning on map 1 of Ilios, in the ruins. And both these teams have a pretty decent showing so far in the power rankings so far from this B Sports-inish invitational. And now we could be able to see how both teams will turn out. Especially with Flaming Egg Roll being a pop-off, as always. Along with how BK always looks like it's a very strong team. And especially now with the bans primarily to that similar to Owl, we're curious on how both teams will handle these bans. Primarily Flaming Egg Roll, since he's well known for his McCurry. Now we can begin off forward with both teams seeming starting off on the dive. More of BK running the Fair Mercy dive, while the Voyagers are running the traditional Soldier Tracer dive.
Both teams come out on a Lucio Mercy. I really don't like that.
Same. But it works. I think the advantage will come as the Voyagers because, of course, you want the Soldier and the Tracer to suppress the Pharaoh.
Where's my objective point?
They're already.
Hunter takes down failed abortion.
I would rather say that.
She loves you, gets the rest off on the monkey.
Yes. And then now we see the fight unfold. The Darkrai does take out Distorts, but as well.
Monkey goes down again.
Yes. Although it seems that BK seems to be winning the fight. Already Flaming Egg Roll has a barrage, but it's gonna get mostly negated. But Ike isn't doing major work in the backline as the Tracer.
Where's Flanger?
Now already in the beginning of this fight, you have Voyagers already low.
Egg roll
Although he will get the res, and the beat will be initiated by Voyagers. Well, it seems that now it's just an ult BS step.
Eggo goes down. Big Ben gets the pharmacy. Distorted goes down.
Kill Distorted with a mech. Oh my god. And here we have Mr. trying to clutch it out, but yet he will just die. So now Voyagers take the point in convincing fashion.
I see there on the side of Blitzkrieg a very overinvestment in ults there.
Agreed.
They used 4 ults into a fight that they lost. When on the side of the Voyagers only used a visor and the beat.
Yep.
They used bomb, but they used it very early to the point where they've already got it back essentially.
Yep. Now we just have Cranky in the backline, trying to harass, and he does a fair good job keeping the Doomfist and the rest of the backline occupied. Dark Red will remake, but now we get the switch to the Orisa from Mister. I wonder what they're gonna try and implement with this, especially against a dive comp like this.
I don't think the Tracer Doom is very good with the Orisa against a dive.
Yes.
I do think you want to be using like the May Reaper and then like switch to like either the Brig or the Ana instead of the Mercy.
Already the bomb is being initiated.
But the Pulse Bomb gets
two in the back, and already there's a double exchange. The beat will be used by BK, but
I do think there Lucan should have used his. I think he should have used his primal there. Just that there, the side of the one, just having the Winston alive at in that fight for cleanup is so big. Just the fact that you're alive.
Still a huge fight from Voyagers though, forcing.
But Voyagers, I say that Voyagers does clutch the fight out.
They already invest ultimates and everything, and now VK is in a disadvantage.
You gotta wonder, can the side of Voyagers, I mean BK, touch the point here? They do. They
do.
I didn't even make this competitive.
And Chunky already getting the kill. Bomb will be invested, but Lil Cannon will just shield it. And here we have Distort already in the enemy backline at the Mercy. I don't know why. The B will be invested. And will the bomb get anything? Nope.
We're gonna disregard that I made this quick play on. I forgot to make it competitive.
I was about to tell you that.
I don't think control it makes a difference, but
yeah, control is the same rules. And a flaming egg roll popping off while we're discussing about our dumbness in production, and already seems that BK will take the point. Now coming into this fight, Flaming Eggroll will have the Meteor Strike. We'll see how he uses it in this fight. Already they're initiating in with a ball, and already the pick onto Distort is very huge. Now the Meteor Strike will be invested by Flaming Eggroll. What will he do with it? He will just land. And although that happens, Voyager seems to be taking a very quick approach. Already taking out the backline, Wilcan, the curious so far, along with Chunky. Already, you just seem to have a odd exchange coming in from both teams. It seems like BK is trying to drag out the fight, in which they're actually succeeding in doing. Already Little Can will invest the primal and just try to contest any longer. He will try to see if he can pick up a squishy, but it seems that the more and
Christo
more
goes into the backline and gets distorted.
Now the attack visor will be invested by Big Ben, although the bomb will come in exchange from Dark Red, although the tanks will be down. And just as soon as far, Big Ben just popping off in this fight. Flaming Eagle does get the pick onto Max, but I'm pretty sure this fight is just favoring as Big Ben picks off another. He's just uncontested, and he's just here shooting everyone down. And yet, he's just there. They will try to touch, and they do succeed so. She Loved You will be contesting the point from high, although Dark Red will immediately get DMX'd. The revive will come in for Mister, and now already Distort picks off the counter Mercy, and already it seems that this fight is going very chaotic. And now Voyagers take the round, 199.
Score 1-0.
Sure, what do you think the Voyagers succeeded at?
I think they had the better comp there, because in a dive, Winston's just better than Ball. And also the fact that the Doomfist is not very good in the dive.
Compared to Soldier and Sombra.
Yeah, Soldier and like Sombra and stuff is just much better, and that's such a segment.
Although we do have an interesting pick right now. We have Flaming Eggroll on the Torbjorn. Will he keep this?
Capture the objective.
It seems like he is. Which is a very interesting pick. And Big Ben switches from the soldier to the Doomfist for some reason. I'm unsure as to why. Already they get the setup of the Torbjorn turn on top of the point, and it already picks off Big Ben! And it seems that this Torbjorn might possibly be an advantage.
I do think Torb is very good against the dive. It's normally better if you're running like a bunker and like a Mei with it instead of a dive of your own.
But I guess it works because it gets their tension off of the Torb turned. There's no pressure added to it. Although, as I say, that
he dies to the baby diva.
Dies to a baby diva. Although the res will come in for Flaming Egg Roll and Torb by She Loved You. And now Big Ben will switch from the Doomfist to the Soldier, primarily hoping to go for the more ranged battles. The turn will be here sitting on top of the lighthouse. As I say that, it's destroyed. Now already, Lilcan tries to dive into the point, but already he's getting slept and focused down by the rest of the entire team.
Where's that girl? There he is. Let's watch this man. He does have the nut coming up.
Already, just it seems that Blitzkrieg finally found a bit of footing. Although the huge stick coming in from Chunky, already picking off She Loved You, and nearly close to demeching Dark Red. Will force a retreat, although the minefield will be invested, and along with a nano boost. But it seems that Big Ben picks off two with Attack Visor.
I do not like the Molten Core investment there.
Neither do the mine investments. Normally you would like to use that when you're initiating a fight.
I think they used the mines there early, but like I don't like the fact that he used Molten Core like 4 down.
Yeah.
The fact that if he would use that early, I wouldn't have minded it, because that is
make it with the swap.
It looks like he's staying on the.
I don't know why, but okay. Already though, he has to pick up to the swords, and now it seems that they do seem to have the advantage of the Voyagers again. They will force out the bash from Max, although it seems that like they're having a hard problem initiating on this point as Mr. already completely goes down. The pulse will be invested, and Ike will go down by his own pulse valve. Although it doesn't seem to matter because BK is trying to take the point back. But I'm not sure how this will work. The bomb is invested. We'll pick.
There's people just killed themselves all over the place here.
Indeed, this is a clown fiesta. And already, Mr. saves himself from falling off the edge. While the flaming aggro will go down to his daughter, and just this fight is going on all chaotic. Also being invested along with cooldowns. And the flaming aggro is here trying to take on people as the Torbjorn. But I'm pretty sure that doesn't work in this universe. The bomb will be invested, but it doesn't seem to do anything but pick off the torrent. Big Ben invests Attack Visor and seems to pick off only one, while the rest just decide to commit seppuku. And already, BK is on a certain edged sword right now, like with their throats against it. Now, it seems that already Chris gets picked off by Big Ben, and now the push is already forced to initiate. Mr. already goes down, and the rest of the team just completely crumbles. The cum is all over the floor. And it seems that the Voyager seems to be holding on. They take this over BK. It's not... Nothing can stop them. Big Ben is there. Chunky already blowing up too. And just overall, Voyagers will seem to be taking this point in a dominant fashion, 2-0.
Alright, we go back to the lobby and I actually make it competitive this time.
We're not gonna discuss that.
Actually make it competitive this time. There we go, and now I've got to fix all the settings again. Kill cam, no skins. Heroes, McCree, Moira, Reinhardt, Widowmaker.
They also said Pineapple Man for red.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. What kind of map is it? Schedule. Hybrid. What's the hybrid map for this season?
A hybrid map? Kings Row.
I'm saying the ones that are in the map pool for this season.
I don't remember to the top of my head. I think Nimbani, but I might be
I don't think
wrong.
Nimbani. I know it's Kings Row. I don't know.
Maybe? I think it might be Eichenwald.
Just leave and go check.
Alright. Okay, we have Kings Row, Hollywood, and Blizzard World.
Okay. They're going to Kings.
Everybody likes Kings Row, let's be honest.
Um, Fuck. Oh, I shouldn't have cussed. Red in swamp blue. Spectator only. Spectate blue only. Oh, not Spectator only. And then Parsifal and for Chuck. Okay.
Mm.
Okay, then that. Okay.
Are we ready?
BK, I've got to change the names. There's a lot of trains going on outside. Okay, it should be uncompetitive this time, we hope.
Indeed.
Now entering King's Row. Initiating match.
Right. So now we're beginning on King's Row Night, where we're beginning off with both teams. And now we finally set it to competitive settings as well, so it makes it a lot better for...
Do you think we'll see a bunch... Actually, never mind, I was going to say, do you think we'll see a bunch of Ryan Zarya? But I don't think... Ryan's not available, so...
Yeah, so we don't have that. Although we will get the Arista Sigma versus Dive comp, which is very interesting.
I do think... D.Va's really good, but I do think just the Ryan Ball... And maybe because I'm really bad at D.Va, but just... Ryan Ball really kind of just destroys double barrier as double barriers now.
And now we also have both Flames within the game, both running the Soldier Sombra comp. Do you think anything might change up for this, or no?
I think once they see the comp, I think when Partial sees the comp that the enemy team's running, he'll switch off the Genji, or at least that's what I'd do.
What do you want to switch off of Genji and Circus? And already the dive coming in from Voyagers, already initiating upon. Although, Flaming Aggro with a clutch headshot onto Big Ben. It's huge. And already, the dive is negated by BK.
Because the comp that BK is running right now is just kind of an anti-dive comp here. Especially with the Brig.
And the Sigma Rissa.
Lucio, I mean, Soldier's actually pretty decent against dive as well.
Yeah, if you get the good positioning and everything. And already, it seems that Voyagers are trying to negate the high ground from Clayman, trying to keep him restrained to a low ground. Although, already it seems very complex because the entirety of BK is playing together. And Locan will dive in again. Although Partial will get the kill onto Dark Red, although Locan will be taken down in exchange. He goes down to what BK will do next. Already we have the Dragon Strike being initiated, and will pick off.
That is a massive dragons.
And basically deny Voyagers from getting a tick.
I do think here normally you run a loose. I don't know if Pineapple Man can play the Lucio. He is known more for his tank play. So Brig's a pretty easy character to switch between tank and support, especially when you're used to playing the Reinhardt.
They do have the Nano Blade for this next initiation, and already Pineapple Man is down. And they will commit the Nano Blade. Will it pick up anything? It seems to pick up nothing, surprisingly. And already, it seems that Voyager succeeds with that dive. Although, an eccentric usage of ultimates, especially when you're just using 3 ult, the Tracer basically has an ult every single fight. Now we just have 4 minutes for Voyagers. It's very simplistic. Although, if they manage to do snowball this could be a major advantage. And already, Wilkin already diving in again, will get anti-nated, he will pop the primal, and he already picks up
Sienna.
And
Flameman goes down as well.
Seem to get a lot of value from this dive. And Wilkin will make it out with his life. Well, no, not anymore, until Flaming Egg Roll just came out of nowhere. The Bulls will be invested by Big Ben and will pick off Pineapple Man. And it seems that both flankers are already just wanting to harass right in the back. And already, BK has to move back. There's no reason for them to keep initiating with all these wonders. Flameman invests a tactical visor, and already Hunter Tane tries to negate it, although he will get DMX'd for that. And already, the Gravitic Flex being fired by Mr. But it seems at least BK's got a foothold back on the point again. Flaming Egg Roll will switch to the Doom Fist.
Big Ben here needed to die. He's just staggering himself out now.
Agreed.
He does somehow get out. It looks like.
Yes, normally those tracers are very slick. And he does get out, indeed. And now it's a lot easier for DK to or Voyagers to regroup. Already, Lil Ken does get low, but it seems that... Sorry, somebody sent me a message.
Brock there onto the Genji, but the follow-up does not come through. He gets Nana, the Nana like comes out.
Picks off one. And already you have Partial trying to chase off the soldier, but he just runs away on his fast little legs. And already Flaming Egg Roll and Flameman are on the back lines, although Dark Red will go down. And they surprisingly pick off both supports, but I'm not sure if they're going to win this fight off of that. And Lil Ken does take out Flameman, but he's the only one pushing the cart as the rest of the flankers and Hunter are in trying to push the Sigma. And Mr. already picks up Parsh still, but it won't do anything, really. I lost my voice.
Where's my horse gameplay?
I think Parcel does go down and the Gravitic Pluck is invested. And it seems that, yep, Voyagers immediately goes down to that. There's no reason to be running dive against some well-armored comps like this, especially that negates dive.
They do
like
switch to, Lulukan does switch to the Orisa here.
Hopefully Parasol does switch off of the Genji.
He is close to his blade, so I doubt he switches yet. That's a fat anti on the side of Christo. I do think they are overold. They should not. They had the advantage. They should not have visored there.
Agreed. And now Voyagers is just waiting to spawn and regroup. They're essentially going to invest the rally on the blade. Already flaming the egg roll, already just going into the backline looking for a pick. He does get caught out. And he does get the punch on the parasol, but doesn't quite finish the job. The pulse will be invested by Big Ben, but it won't get anything. The bomb will not be invested by Hunter Tane, and pays off too.
Those are two picks that you really want to get off in this comp as well.
Is already in the backline. He will get negated by the Brigida. And he will invest the meteor strike and pick off nothing. Well, he does pick off Max now, but it doesn't seem like he'll last any longer.
I do think against with the comp you're running now, they switched to the Orisa Winston ball.
Interesting choice of composition, especially now that we have Mr. just rolling on in. He's going in for the pile drive. Doesn't exactly quite get the pick. And Dark Red does exchange and does pick off Max. And now we just see as Blitzkrieg slowly take back the payload. The punch will be invested. Gets Parasol to half, but it won't budge quite yet. And already, I'm pretty sure they're going to try and bongo blade.
Red overextends there.
Yep, unfortunately. The blade will be invested by Parasol. He will get
And
in the back. He will get swept and anti-nated. He's
a great play
right
there by Crystal.
And now Big Ben making the switch onto the Hansu. I'm pretty sure Paris will switch to
Switches a
like
soldier.
I guess. And now, it seems that BK is just getting the push on initiative. Volcan gets very low and is already walled off by Mei, our favorite character in the game. And Big Ben getting the pick on the Flame Man. And now it seems that Voyagers are punishing BK for getting these aggressive plays. Hopefully they can just initiate upon this and gain an advantage from this. Hunter has the bomb, Vulcan has the bongo, and
Aggro misses all 3 of his CDs onto the Ana there, which could cause him to fight there. The Blizzard comes out by Flame Man.
But it seems that Voyagers will only get 2 points.
Score 0-2. Switching.
No, sure, do you think Voyagers stayed on dive for way too long?
Yes.
Initiating match.
They stayed on Genji for way too long. He's not a good character.
I do agree, Short. I do agree.
Ready for battle.
Look after yourself out there. I'll get us home safe.
I think that Mr. can play the D.Va, because in my opinion, D.Va's better with the Orisa than the ball is right now.
I agree. Well, D.Va's just better in general.
Yeah, D.Va's just a better ball right now, but you know...
Especially when you have a case of just the tank that can basically negate everything. And we will have the both the Flames running the Haunter Tracer, interestingly enough. In exchange, Voyagers trying to run a more anti-dive comp. Hopefully that might negate the ball that Mr. has been planning to use.
He misses the pile drive onto the high ground.
Now it seems that the anti-nade is huge.
It's a big pile drive there, but the...
Although Chris does get down and already...
He does get frozen up as soon as he pile drives in.
He dies. Although we do have Flame Man in the backline trying to get a harassment, but it seems that Voyagers is just winning this fight convincingly.
In a comp against a Mei, if you are gonna run the ball, if you're gonna... You don't want to use your grappling clip cooldown to pile drive into the team. You want to do...
Want to use it to escape.
You want to either use the tech of a wall jump, or there's also a tech that I use a lot that a lot of people don't do at all. Is you can get the height for a pile drive off the model of a player.
Yep. I have seen that.
Especially like off of an Orisa. It's really easy just to, with your rolling, you can cancel your speed and...
Hunter already getting slept in it, antied. He might have cost himself a fight right there. And already the pulse is being invested, although the immortality will save the entire team from completely being doomed. Although, it seems that both points
Mr. died with his E.
Now, it seems that Voyager seems to be slowly being picked off in this fight. Although the Nano Boost will be invested by J. Chris onto Dark Red, which is very unnecessary since they were winning the fight already. Probably want to get that back. And already, Parasol and Big Ben are just vibing here. But as I say that, Dark Red does go down. Although the recontest will come back! And it seems that Big Ben will get the stall. The attack visor will be invested as well. And
Flayman takes out the bongos and the more there.
And it seems that Voyagers managed to hold on, miraculously enough. Although both flames will be in the backline, and I'm pretty sure the entirety of Voyagers are aware of this. That they want to be careful to make sure that Flaming Egg Roll doesn't get a random headshot, or Flame Man doesn't pick off Distorts in the backline, or even Max. It seems that the short pincer already putting Voyagers in stress. The Zarya coming out from Mister is a very interesting choice, as I just realized that now. The Longo will be invested, although the entirety of the field will be taken out. And Voyager's just holding on. I guess nothing can just get them off this point. Although Flaming Aggro does pick off Parasail, and he's still up here on this high ground with nothing to deal with him. Meanwhile, Flame Man close to his Pulse Bomb, along with Flaming Egg Roll close to a Dragon Strike. And already, just the investments of this fight, wearing down Voyagers as they're still waiting on one person. The Pulse will be invested, but picks up nothing for Flame Man. And already, the Dragon coming in from behind, slowing out on Little Cannon.
Egg Roll goes off there.
And it seems that
Flame Man is also getting a ton of damage in here.
And that completely went down to Voyagers not sending someone to take out the Hanzo up top. Neither the Tracer.
That's a late stagger kill there onto the Soldier.
It's late stagger onto a majority of Voyagers. In fact, you still have Max here just waiting around the corner. Completely isolated from his team. Although Voyagers will have a decent ult bank coming in. They're going to be entering the next fight with 5 ultimates. Although in exchange, there's also the side of Blitzkrieg using 5 ultimates as well. Already the rally will be invested by Maxtix, trying to take the initiative. Although the Blizzard will also come in from Big Ben, and they'll already pick off both tanks. It seems that they got the foothold right there. And yeah, Voyagers just getting a solid hold. Do you think the Zarya is a great idea?
No, she's not a good character. Especially with the comp they're running.
They do have the grab dragon combo, but that could be easily negated with an immortality field that is well placed and well timed. It seems that they already forced the immortality field from Distorts. And now the grab is invested, and there seems to be 3 stuck in it. And, well, it only gets Hunter out of mech. Although, it does seem to just be the solidifying push factor for BK. We still have the make contesting on point here. Well, said that, and then there's the baby diva who just immediately gets incinerated. Now we have Parasol, or Parasol, trying to contest the point last second on the legs. He has attack visor, but I'm pretty sure now Pineapple Command can easily negate it with the beat drop. Both bongos will be coming out from both sides, the wall already being invested, and the immortality, or the bongo going down. And now we have the entirety of Amp Matrix coming up from Distort. And the bomb will now be invested. It lands on top of the wall, picking off 1. But it seems that BK is just getting the advantage in these fights. They're still up on players. Although, as I say that, Flame Man does go down. Now there's no DPS. And now the rally is being invested by Maxtix. Hopefully now, trying to get the pick onto the Zarya. The Zarya does have a grab again, and already the grab's being used. Parasil uses attack visor. Hopefully trying to get a pick off of someone. But there's just a shield in front of him. He's trying to go around. The male will be invested onto card, and primarily will zone the majority of EK. And it seems that Voyagers is up in the lead 2-0. Wait, that's... yeah.
Voyagers is up 2-0, yeah.
That confused me.
Triple kill.
They're taking out Hunter for one day.
A very interesting choice, especially since Hunter's been doing fairly okay throughout this entire series.
Yeah.
It's also curious to see how BK can completely change after the removal of both Widowmaker and McCree.
Yeah, it is a very not a great hero pool for them because they do have like 3 different Reinhardt players, I believe,
Oh
or
my.
2 or 3 different Reinhardt players.
That's just a major disadvantage set for them.
Failed in Pine on Rank and Egg on DPS. And then She Loved You on I don't know. Alright, we are going to the Hanamura. We're going to Hanamura.
Now, what's the potential change up for BK that...
They're going to switch. I have to switch everyone in the names again.
It's unfortunate.
Oh, both teams were named BK last round. Oops.
Initiating match. Ready for battle.
Yeah, both teams coming up with very interesting comps. Primarily on the side of BK, they're running the Junkrat May with Agarissa. Meanwhile, on the Voyagers side, we're seeing Dive with a Torbjorn. We'll have the Symmetra come out, which will probably be the TP strat onto point. Which, not pretty bad if you think about it, considering that the comp that they have forces port potential. And already, Voyagers just picked off.
I do think if you're running the TP strat, you do need someone like either the Lucio or the Brig instead of the Mercy. So you have the AoE healing.
Agreed. And immediately Ike will switch to the Ashe.
I don't agree with these switches.
Neither do I.
I do think May is very strong. I do think the biggest thing they need is just to go to the Diva.
Yeah, that's...
And off the Mercy.
Already a huge nade coming out from the sword. Immediately beating him a bit chance. If only if there was initiation upon there a lot earlier. And yet, seems like Voyagers just are playing the patient game. Wanting side of VK to move in so they can get the dive. But already the anti-nade coming in. Already picking off both tanks one day.
With the side of having the Orisa Hog, you don't have the side of you don't have the Diva. I don't like these switches. Still no Diva, and now you're on the Mercy Lucio, and that's not a very good comp either. And dive against Torb is not very good. There we go. Now we have the Diva.
Diva's perfection. And now, You just see BK.
But you're 2 minutes into this and you're really low on ults compared to the other tanks. As One Day and Lucan both have their ults and you're now just starting on these characters.
Already, Mister, down to the Torb turret. Big Ben with this Torb turret completely uncontested. Yet, that was a quick fight already, which means no ults coming in from the side of BK. Normally by this point in time you want your ults, that way you can collect for proper engagement. The Bob will be used by Ike, going at some point, in the point control. And now the Torbjorn ult will be invested. And yet, Voyagers do get the initiative pick as well. And it seems that they're still just holding on Big Ben's turn, just it seems completely uncontested. Although it seems that the pigs are going in exchange with one another. But it seems that most of this fight just seems to be going within the Voyagers' side. Already down to 30 seconds, this can be one more fight. But it seems that ultimates are being invested. And I'm pretty sure that that dragon won't be able to touch point for anything. Now there's the desperation swaps coming in. But yet, Voyagers still seem to have Attack Visor and both tank ultimates, which is a huge advantage in a fight like this, when the only ults that BK has is Primal Rage. And already the counter dive does go on. The bomb will be invested. It picks off 2! And just already, Voyagers seemingly to get the convincing full hold upon BK.
This does not look like we will be going to a map 4 at all. There has to be perfection by the side of BK here, just to get a draw.
Score 0-0. Switching sides. Initiating match.
And this is real yikes, indeed.
Ready for battle.
Nothing's gonna stop.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
I'll show them. Check this out.
5, 4, 3, 2.
And we don't have a diva for the defending side.
Yeah.
Although we will get Torbjorn as well. This, I guess, just the land of Torbjorns down here, I guess.
Torb is very good against dive,
Yep.
but he's normally paired with like a Mei or something. The Pineapple Man goes down early.
Which seems to be a very exchange.
That happens
Seems
when
like
you
Voyagers
don't have like a
have this
Lucio or like even a Diva just to eat them up, or like the Mei wall, so you can wall them off from your thing. And that, oh, never mind, they do get the touch off, but this will not last long, and this series is over.
Yep. And Voyagers get the win, 3-0.
Do you
Sure,
have?
who do you think
Yeah, I was gonna say, who do you think player of the match is? I have no idea.
mostly coming from an entire viewpoint of this game, I'd say I'd have to give it to Lil Can. His dives were fairly impressive. He seemed to just lead the way for his team.
Works with me.
Do you have any personal opinions or no?
I had no idea who deserved player of the match. We'll invite Lucan then. Howdy. Your voice.
Congratulations, you've gotten player of the match. How do you feel?
Yeah, thank you. I think it's, I don't know. I think our healers deserve that a little bit more. They kept me up when I'm feeding, you know?
I said I
yeah.
have no idea who deserves, but Heroic chose. If he didn't choose, I was just gonna say, hey Siri, pick a number between 1 and 6, and whoever got it was gonna get it, but you know.
I personally thought you did well with just leading the charge for your team with those aggressive dives upon to the enemy team.
Yeah, you know, I try.
Now, what was your game plan coming into this? Like, did you expect DK to be, like, hard at all, or did you just expect, oh, easy dub, we're good?
You know, I thought it was going to be a little closer than what we saw, but with the Rhine bans, I know a lot of teams haven't adjusted to that yet, like we did, so we did what we did.
I wish we could have played in this bands. We would have rolled some kids.
Short loves playing anything, mostly his fair amount of horse.
I'm a very good horse, okay?
She's so trashed right now. It's crazy.
She's really good. She's really good with the Rhine band, actually. If you have the right comp around it, she's really good.
Yeah, without
I
the Rhine
agree.
band, though, it's just...
Oh yeah, with the Reinhardt in, she's dog shit.
Yeah.
Also, what was the interesting Torb strat you ran on Hanamura? Did you just do it for the BM?
No, we knew that the Torb would actually put in some extra damage when they would do the sim strat. We thought they would do the sim strat, so it was kind of... Yeah.
Nice prediction right there, then. You got the 7th player. I would have made him the MVP, the Turret.
Yeah.
You know, if you had played Torb all 3 maps, we might have said it then, you know? But, you know.
Well, there was Torb a fair amount on all 3 maps.
Yeah, but it wasn't from the side of Voyagers most of the time. It's from BK most of the time.
Yeah.
I don't really know what to ask you. It's kind of just a roll the whole time.
Yeah.
And
There
like,
were good fights.
there's a few good fights, but the maps itself are mainly just rolls. Ilios was pretty close.
Yeah.
I also didn't realize until halfway through the first point that I had on quick play, but you know. It's a good thing it was control though.
Yeah.
Yep.
That'd been pretty funny.
It's like someone sets a record for the quickest time, and I'm just like, oh, it's quick play, that's why. Well, that's really all I have. I don't really have any questions. Oh. Yeah. Alright. Nice.